Hello everyone, my name is Sunday. You're welcome to Against FX. Today I'm going to be talking to new traders. This video is specifically for new traders. All right, and this is based off of my experience. All right, that I'm going to use to speak to the new traders, those who are just coming into the system. What I would not do if I'm to start all over again. So this is a lesson to the new traders. All right. I don't want a situation whereby you are just coming into the system and at the end of the day, you get frustrated. So the things that if I'm to start all over again, the things I wouldn't do, all right? Because all those things will hinder your progress. If you do all those things, it will hinder your progress as you go on the journey of a trader. Now, number one is trying to say you want to raise XYZ amount as a capital before you can start to trade life. All right? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say, oh, because you see people lifestyle on videos and you just want to just explode overnight. So you are head bent on, you want to raise $5,000 or dollars, $10,000 or $20,000 before you can start trading. It is very, very wrong. As a new trader who is just coming into the system, if eventually you have that kind of money, you are going to blow that account. It's not even advisable as a new trader. No matter what you have read, no matter who taught you, please don't make that mistake of thinking of a big capital before you can start trading life. Don't do that. What you should do is for you to back test, stay on a demo trading, use your demo account very well. Use your demo account, manage your demo account as if it's your life account. Because in there you have enough capital, so you demonstrate what you have learned on a demo account. That is what demo account is used for. Demo trade, back test your strategy. All right. So don't make the mistake of just jumping because you want to explode overnight. You want plenty capital before you can start live trade. All right. Please don't do that as a new trader. That is number one. Number two, what I wouldn't have done if I'm to start all over. Now, to you, what you will do right now as a new trader, what you should be doing right now is don't ever, I repeat, try to know too much. All right? Try to know all the strategy. All right? Because the more strategy you learn, the more strategy you know, at the end of the day, it will be giving you conflicts. It will be giving you conflicting ideas. All right? Personally, what I trade is SMC, Smart Money Concept. That is what I trade. I tell you, before I was able to stick to this, sometimes you see yourself, you have a strategy, you know, because of what you have overread, you have studied, you know all the strategies, you know break and retest, you know bullish engulfing, you know pin bars, you know different strategies. All right, price action and all that. At the end of the day, if you are not careful, you will not be able to stick to one. Or even if you think you have already chosen one strategy, but as you trade, you see yourself deviating from that same strategy that you think you have already personalized. So don't try to learn too many strategies. All right? Okay. If you are to follow us so that we'll train you, we are going to teach you only one strategy and you stick to that. Because if you are taught or if you by virtue of your quest of knowledge about trading, you now stumble on different strategy. I tell you, maybe the strategy you were taught, all right, as you progress, maybe one day you place a trade and you lose that trade, all right? You place it, let's say, for example, as SMC strategy, what we'll do is you do your top-down analysis to know the direction of what? The trend. That is one thing you must know. You must know your structure, where the price is headed. If it is bullish, okay, then you scale down, okay, from daily or 4 hours, you read the structure. Always mark the last break of structure. From there, you now look for the other block that caused the break of structure, because price will come back in future, all right, to interact with the other block that caused that move for that break of structure to occur. That is the idea. Now, the things you need to look out for after you have identified the other block that caused the break of structure, you must find out if there are liquidity in between. All right? That liquidity will serve as a fuel for price to now come, that will facilitate price to now move, for it to now get to the other block. Now, once it interact with the other block, then it will now turn and start going to where it's supposed to go, where price is supposed to go. And apart from that, we also look out for FVG, fair value gap. Like in this instance now, you see, this is an FVG. This is a sell liquidity, because this place is a liquidity. If price sweep this place, is coming directly to this same level that caused this break of structure to the upside. Because all this, you see, all these whole moves, this is the genesis. This is what started the whole move. From here, this was the last break of structure to the downside. Then market shift happened, or you call it change of character happens here. Then there was an explosion that now pushed this price to the upside. Now, in future, price will come to interact with this level. All right, you see, those are the things you must identify. Once you're able to identify all those things and you see them, all you need to do, you place, if it is a bullish trend like this, you place your pending order, buy limit order. Then the next thing is for you to wait until price come to that level. You don't need to do anything. Once in a while you open, you see how the price is doing. You see, if you learn just one strategy, and let's say, for example, now, as price is coming to this level and it gets to this level, all right, there will always be a reaction. there will be a reaction. But if that reaction could not fuel the momentum to push price up, what will happen? That means price will have to break below this place. Does that mean that your strategy does not work? No, because the problem of new traders is that once it happens once, second time, they will just throw the strategy away and now start to implement another strategy. If you are doing that, please stop it, because that is just a passport to failure. Stick to one. So as I am, if I'm to start all over again, I will just learn only one strategy. I will not even bother to learn other strategy. That is the point I'm trying to make. As a new trader, tell your mentor to teach you just one strategy. Forget about the rest, because all strategy works. But if you expose yourself to all the strategies, you want to start testing one and the other one to know the one that is working. And at the end of the day, number one, you are wasting time. Number two, you will not really have time to back test one, to keep on, because once you start using one particular strategy, personalize it, refine it, and you stick with it. At any time you want to trade, apply that to your strategy, and you discover that you are on your way to success. That is how it is. Now, talking about capital, you know, all you need to do is just small capital. It can be $200, it can be $500, it can be $200. All right? Don't open your eyes and be thinking of $20,000 and all that. You want to run to ProFirm. Yes, you can do that later on. But the idea is that maybe some of you, what brought you to trading is that you want to use trading to replace your daily your job. All right? While some, they want to use that as a side hustle. While they are still working, they are trading. All right? Because trading runs 24/7, 24 hours, 5 days. 24 hours, 5 days in a week. All right? So any time that resonates with you, you can always trade. So if you are the type that you want to replace your job with trading, yes. Now, what you need to do, listen, what you need to do, you open, after you have demo traded and you have tested the strategy which you have been taught. All right, because if you sign up with us, all right, we are going to teach you SMC strategy. That is the strategy. Even if we know so many, that is the only strategy we are going to teach you, expose you to. Then you practice that. Then you now open your live account, even if it's $200. Now, some people might be saying $200 is too small and all that. Don't look at those people that are riding Lamborghini or different type of cars. You don't even know when they started. You don't know the price they have paid before they get to that level. Don't think you just wake up one day and start driving Lamborghini. No, it does not work that way. Your mindset should be, okay, I want to use this to replace my job. Now, you now say, okay, you sit down, you and I say, okay, how much am I being paid on a daily basis? Then how much am I being paid on a daily basis, multiplied by weekly, then in a month? Because there are people, they collect their own money weekly, there are some monthly. So if you're the type that collects salary every week, now sit down on your own and say, okay, how much am I being paid on a daily basis? Or even if it's monthly, Then you calculate and say, how much am I being paid on a daily basis? All right. So you know, say, okay, if I'm being paid on a daily basis, XYZ amount. So if I can be making this money daily, that means I don't need to wake up in the morning and rush and say, okay, I want to go to work. I can just stay and make that money, maybe in maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, as the case may be, that you are done for the day. So you continue like that. Before you know it, you will start seeing yourself scaling up. That is a mindset that you should have. If you are being paid XYZ amount, you just, okay, your target, your goal for that day is to make so amount. Yes. Of your goal for this week, no matter how little you think it is, start with that. Before you long, you discover that your account that is 200, it becomes 350 and 250. Your account that is 250, it becomes 300. Your account balance that is 300, it becomes 350. Just like that, before you know it, 1,000. From 1,000, 1,050, 1,002, 2,000. By the time you see the growth, all right, and you now discover that, okay, I am now good, then you can now scale up. I beg you guys, that is the mentality you should have as a new trader who is just coming into the system. Don't make the mistake that most of us made. Because some of us, we had this privilege of, we have our own capital. You just throw it there, and before you know it, you are going to blow the account because you don't know how to trade. You are competing with champions in the system. And another thing is you need to learn how to restructure. If you don't learn how to restructure, you cannot trade. Trading is a skill set. It's not a gamble. It's a skill set. You must know how price moves. Because all the bigger boys, all those financial institutions, banks, once they are trading, they always leave footprints. Once you see them in the market, they leave a footprint. So guys, that is why we say, okay, now tell me in the comment section, what do you think you are doing wrong? Because even people, traders that have been trading for years, they still struggle. These are the problem. They will not share it with you. Even me, I struggle like that because I started testing different strategy. I will use this one this week. The next week, I will throw it away. You start using another strategy. Or maybe in a week, I start jumping from one strategy to the other. As you do that, you are back to square one. As you change strategy, you are back to square one. As you change to another strategy, you are back to square one. You start going back and forth every time, which is not good as a trader. Like I said, all strategy work, but you must stick to one. The real champions in the game, in the system, they just one strategy. If they open their chart and they don't see any setup, that day they don't trade. Even if it's going to take them 1 week, 2 weeks to wait for a setup based on their strategy, they are going to wait. That is what makes you a trader. That is what makes you a professional trader. So guys, if you are just coming into the system, please don't make the mistake. All those mistakes, please avoid all those mistakes, please. All right, avoid all those mistakes. So you just need to go againstfx.com, just email us or sign up to our YouTube channel and be watching video free of charge. We will give you step-by-step process on how you can go about your trading for you not to struggle at all. All right? So I need your comment at the comment section. I want to know what you are doing right now as a trader. I want to know, tell me what you are doing right now that is giving you concern. All right? That is giving you concern so that we can address it together. All right? Because as far as trading is concerned, you need somebody that will open up to you and show you how it works. It might sound difficult and it might sound very simple, but in all, you need somebody that will show you how it works. So leave a comment at the comment section, like this video, share, and if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to our channel. All right? Please subscribe to our channel. Share the video. Thank you so much, and God bless you, guys.